Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. That's the whole point of this one. This is like the Slasher and Suits Christmas special. Sort of, right? And studio's coming along. See, would I have Christmas lights if it wasn't a festive holiday atmosphere? And I thought this would be a good time. Let's just do Black Christmas, right? Fuck it. That's a good holiday movie. And I'll do a kill count about it, and they'll come out by Christmas or on Christmas. I don't know, pretty close. All right, I got. And if you want to follow along, you can follow along on Peacock, or if you have Shutter. Right? Hey, what's up, Techno? Black Christmas is my favorite. I don't care what y'all say. And Christmas is my second favorite holiday. Yeah, dude, that's right. Right after Halloween. All right, let me cue. Everyone, get your copy of Black Christmas all queued up. It's such a great one, dude. I like Margaret Kiddo and the whole like. They didn't even need to do a whole like pro women, pro empowerment thing because the original one's pretty pro empowering. See, there you go, Black Christmas. Yeah, they don't have to mess with a classic like this one. I was wondering if it's too late too. I don't know. And how they even remake this one? In like the remake, they just went sort of gross and more killing and more carnage. Let's see, look, I got antlers. That's real festive. Dead ass slasher is thicker than my uncle. Yeah, well, I thank you. I try. All right, so right now they're coming up into the house. Bob Clark produced and directed it, and he also did the remake, right? But the remake didn't wasn't received as well. Even though it had a good cast, the remake had a really good cast. It had that girl from Final Destination 3, and it had a good mixture of a bunch of people. And it's even better, like they kept the college aspect of it, but they didn't really have to go into what they didn't even have Billy the Killer in the remake. They just made it men are evil. Like, dude, you never saw Billy like's face in the original, and they could have went so far as to just show more of him, right? Like how they didn't show Jason in the very first one, but he came in the sequel. Let me see if I get a photo of Black Christmas too, so we can really see where we're at. Or see little stuff like Jason's eye. You don't get that if right. That's almost like Billy's eye. You don't get that if you don't have Black Christmas. Black Christmas or Start at all. And right now he's climbing into the attic. And nobody knows this fool's living in the attic. I guess the sense of it. And he's like screaming on the telephone for a long time and making crank calls. Don't you? If someone's talking loudly in your house, you would definitely hear them. It's not like they soundproof the attic. And Margaret Kiddo had like such a big career after this too, right? She did like Superman, and yeah, you put this movie on for anybody, they go Margaret Kiddo. Oh man, she died, right? She died not too long ago. I did no research at all before this stream. Sorry. Who? Yeah, so they're all supposed to be in college, and this guy's like creeping, trying to stay there or stay in the attic for a bit. Almost like that movie Parasite. That's why I was covering Parasite. I was like, it's almost like Black Christmas. A dude's living in your house and you have no idea what he's there. But Parasite makes more sense because they actually live like way underground. This fool just lives in your attic. So if he's just in your attic, you could definitely tell if he's screaming. Or it's like this one sort of starts off a little slow. Like usually slashers, the least like kill somebody in the first like 5-10 minutes. They were in no hurry to get anywhere in the first Black Christmas one. They were just setting the mood. Cause you know what? The slasher template wasn't even thought of yet, you know? They just invented the slasher template for what this movie. There's other ones like they said, like Bay of Blood came before this one, or the Death of the Twitch Nerve, and they're really like grindy house sort of movies. But this one actually like has comedy in it, has relevant things, has interesting characters, has a college atmosphere. The other ones, they didn't know what slashers were until this one just made the mold for it. Even though Halloween got all the credit for being the first slasher, this one probably doesn't get enough credit for all its innovative techniques that they did. So, the other movies, they weren't focused on high school and, well, this were college girls and everything, but, your final girl template and everything that came along with Black Christmas. It's surprising too, man. Like Black Christmas was so good and it got so well received and was almost like the first slasher, but they didn't do anything like Black Christmas 2 or Black Christmas remake for, I don't know, 30 something years after the first one. Like the original is 1974, and then the remake didn't even come along till like 2006. So shit, that's forever. All right, that's where we're at right now. I can only show up for a bit because I get a community strike for that. So let's just know where we're from. My friend says that girl was like a comedian back in her day, like she was on SNL. I could be wrong. I don't know. I wasn't alive in those times. So this is a little bit even before me, but I like this movie, man. It's pretty, you have to know your roots. Damona, that's what he was. He was just like a prank caller who kept calling up. So yeah, we are 7 minutes in. And he just calls up and like jacks off on the phone. And they put him on speaker. And Dave McRae's actually won. He's making It's Me, It's Billy like a Black Christmas fan film. So good luck with him, dude. I hope it's good. Hope it just comes out on YouTube too, and we can watch it together and everything. Well, I hope everyone's having a good night. I didn't want it to be too late. I'm gonna try to have some nice posters up in the background too. Nightmare on Elm Street. I got Shutter Island, The Thing, Texas Chainsaw. Go put it all here. So yeah, I wanted to try to get a Santa hat too to be more festive. Oh, so he's just prank calling them for a bit. And is that where Ghostface got it from? Oh man, look, you can even see it sort of in the reflection of the Nightmare on Elm Street poster. Margaret Kiddo, dude. She's just like, I'm down with all that dirty talk. Suck it. Suck it. That's funny. I can't even repeat those. Maybe, yeah, he said you could stick her tongue inside her pussy over the telephone. That is pretty crude. See, before, you see, like kids, you gotta explain this to like kids now. And like, you know how you get nasty tweets and nasty Facebook comments and stuff like that? Well, people used to do that over the telephone. So, yep, there you go. That's the nemesis of that's the origin of Black Christmas. I like her choker on it too, dude. That's a really like she's pretty sexy in this. And she's like confident. Yeah. Cuz I think they're setting the mold like one girl's going to be the final girl, right? Like the British sounding girl, that's the final girl. And they have a house mother. How's that work? I was hoping more people would like Black Christmas. I guess I was wrong. Whatever, dude. I love it. If it was Halloween, because Halloween has such a following that Black Christmas doesn't have. Yeah, maybe I'll just put this to the side. And it's Canada, right? It's a Canada horror film, probably one of the best Canada horror films. Or I should do some like research about this too. Demi has a good kill count on Black Christmas too. I didn't even watch it till that came out. Like it's a little different. Brightburn versus Superman versus Homelander. Oh man, who's Homelander? I gotta Google that. And Brightburn, Superman's been more of a Superman than Brightburn. Superman will definitely take out Brightburn, I think. Thanks, Techno, for commenting. I put that this was coming through, and maybe Sunday nights aren't the best nights for it. I didn't choose the right movie. But I thought holiday special would put this over the top. Oh, here, I'll be right back. Thanks, Techno, for dropping by. Tell your friends too. I know, man. I came in sort of like on time. I'm on time ish. Maybe people didn't expect me to be on time for this. I killed his first person. He killed his first person 12 minutes in. Ain't that crazy? You could not pull that off nowadays. Yeah, and you could drink and everything. I think you could drink on college campuses and all that. That hasn't changed. It was the 70s. Uh they were less stringent about stuff. Hey, thanks a lot, Techno. Oh, Homelander is someone from a TV. Oh, I need to watch The Boys. People say The Boys is so good. Like everyone recommends that. Like, dude, you love gore and effects. They rip off hands and shit. You love it. I go, okay. Maybe that would be a better like kill count or stream. Or Jeremy Johns on YouTube. He reviews like every one of those episodes. Like, I've been putting off some things. Like, it's a pandemic, man. If you don't watch something now, you're never gonna get around to it. So I gotta watch The Boys, and I gotta finish Mandalorian season 2. I was waiting for all the episodes to come out, and apparently the last one came out. So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna knock those all out. I even did a Mandalorian kill count like last season, last year, and it really didn't do well at first. I don't even know how many views it's got now. It didn't do anything crazy at first. Like sometimes you just make a video like a kill count, and I'm like, all right, let's see how this does. I'm a genius, and then I put it out there, and nothing happens, and I go, oh, I guess people didn't expect that from me. So whatever. Well, thanks, Techno. Hey, Stuffy Bro, what's going on? Glad you could drop by. When's the MCU live stream? Because it needs to happen. Sure, Techno. You show if I build it, they will come, right? All right, MCU live stream. Well, just a regular MCU thing or the MCU kills. This one's different. I think I was just going to do like a watch along with this, and I was going to put in like the kills. I might still do that too, but this will probably be more watch alongy and stuff. So, but MCU live stream, I'm totally down for it. One of my most popular videos was Avengers Endgame kill count. I mean, did fine. It's just this year there hasn't been any like new Marvel stuff, so everything's slowed down in that respect. You know, like I was like, oh, let me do a kill count about a new movie. Boom, that video's gonna hit. And this is just you gotta find out like, well, get back down the basics and try maybe focus more on slasher movies and such. But yeah, definitely do a MCU live stream someday. A confirmed project or something. All right. For you, Techno is definitely a confirmed project. Basically, what you're doing now, but MCU. Sure, dude. All right. And there's so many films. There's so many MCU films. I don't even know where to start. Like, if there's a new one coming out, I'll definitely. Oh, all right, fine. Wonder Woman. I could actually do Wonder Woman. We could do a watch along on Wonder Woman if people will show up on that day. And maybe I'll do a kill count on that because it seems like new movies are coming out. Once new movies come out, I could do kill counts about them. And if they're on like online, like HBO Max or something, I'll definitely do like a live stream, watch along, kill count. I'll do all that stuff. Watch Black Panther 2018 for Chadwick Boseman and your MCU. All right, yeah, for sure. Or Infinity War. I love Infinity War. That's awesome. 23 films to be exact. Oh yeah, dude, that's forever. I never did live streams like that before. I did kill counts on Avengers Infinity War and I did a kill count for Avengers Endgame, and Infinity War actually like threw in the kills and it didn't do well as the Endgame one where I just threw together clips from trailers. So oh, do you have a gaming channel? No. I did a lot of gaming videos maybe at first or Friday the 13th or I don't know, but it's really fun like talking to people and live streaming like this. And yeah, I definitely like, dude, there's so many good games coming out too. I love playing like Call of Duty Zombies. That's like relevant to horror and stuff. Or when a good horror movie game comes out, I'll definitely cover it all over the channel. I even did all right. I did a Last of Us Part 2 kill count, and I was like, I'm a genius. This is gonna blow up. And it just went, oh, okay. Some views on it. That's how it is, man. Sometimes you make like a video and it blows up, and sometimes making and nothing happens. But I go like, let me do a video game kill count. Because there's pluses on that too, man. You could do a kill count on something like a video games. You could show video game like clips and everything because they actually encourage that stuff online. Like there's certain things like if you cut up a kill differently for a video, you have to keep it like maybe under 20 seconds, sometimes under like 15, and you still got to sort of tell the story about how the kill happens and everything, because if you don't, you get like demonetized or you give your ad money away to somebody else. You should make a gaming channel where you can watch Spider-Man Miles more. Yeah, dude, I would like if there's another person I could get on this channel too, you know? Like we can even branch out cuz that was my original idea for it. It was supposed to be me and Paul, my friend Paul. We were supposed to watch movies and put the clips online and do all that, and we weren't even making ad money back then. I was just having fun doing it. I meant play story. I meant play. Sorry. Yeah. I could play. Yeah, I even beat the original Spider-Man Techno. I think I'll get around to it. It's such a long game. It's like Red Dead 2 took me forever to beat. And I was like, that's not really on brand with like the horror movie because I've done other stuff besides horror movie content, but I feel it's like sometimes like if something that big like Avengers or like the MCU, yeah, cover it. And sometimes I even get stuff for not covering something. So I don't know. Or something like Parasite. I covered Parasite and they go like, hey, Parasite's almost like Halloween. Oh my god, I got so much hate for that. But whatever. I thought I was making something new and interesting. Or GTA. Yeah, of course, Stuffy Bro. GTA is awesome. I'm still if they come out with GTA 6, I'll definitely probably stream that. I'll do whatever. Maybe I can even make a slasher suits different channel, something. I don't know. Like I said, maybe just for games. But I'm just having fun with it, and it's more like slasher movies, horror movie stuff, horror movie content. But movies are coming back, man. So don't worry, there's a lot more stuff coming. Or tell me an idea, dude. I was going to do a Fat Man kill count because not too many people died in that, and it was pretty cool seeing Santa Claus. Well, Mel Gibson as Santa Claus. But it's sort of weird with this video on demand stuff because they don't really market it as well. Some like Freaky did better because Freaky, you saw commercials on TV and there was in theaters and everything. But Fat Man just straight to VOD. So I don't know. 6,034. No, no, no. You got that wrong, dude. I don't have 634,000 subs. It's 6,340 subs. And only three people here? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's the if I had that many subs, that's awesome. I'm still happy for this many subs, man. It's great. But yeah, I hope some more people come through. But man, my other stream was that I did a freaky stream and what 13 people came at one time. That's like my boat. That would be like my best expectation. Or some people like Wham. I watch them live stream and do their Friday night fights. Maybe it'd be better if I have a partner. I don't know. Maybe something will happen. I want to try to mix up some things for the formula to make things better for everybody. And hopefully more people come here. Gaming in suits. That's right, Techno. That's ideal for your gaming channel if you make one. Yeah, I think I have a Twitch and I used Twitch for a little bit, but now I'm sort of just busy enough. But I would like it if somebody else would game and we can play it, or one person plays and I could comment while someone plays, and we'll get into all that stuff. But most definitely, dude, like Friday the 13th, that's really one of my videos that first like caught on. I was like, let me do a Friday 13th kill and compare it to the movie. Oh yeah, we're watching Black Christmas, by the way, too. See, the alcoholic house mother. So I forgot about that. Yeah, the gaming channel, that would be fun. I would still like to play more Friday the 13th and everything, or Last of Us Part 2. Props to Techno Robot. Yeah, he's all right, man. He's one of my loyalists. He's been here for a while and he's on every stream. I love Techno Robot. He's great. What's up, Hot Game Official? Thanks for coming by. I know some people go like, I don't know how many how many people will I supposed to have if I have 6,000 subs? Because I don't get it, man. Sometimes, or I have even a Patreon, but I need to even work on that for more people to come to Patreon. And some people with less subscribers have more Patrons, and I don't know. And I was just mentioning this plot. Look, this guy, he wants to have her baby. She goes, I want an abortion, and he doesn't want it. He's not about it. Hey, 4 right now. That's pretty cool. It's growing. Or I watch like Will Screedia, and I have more subs than him, but sometimes he has like 20 people inside his stream. I go, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's how you build your audience, or I don't know. Or it's also late. See, this was such pro woman too. Like he wanted to keep the baby, but it's almost like it's her body, her rights. And this is also Canada too. So this was like blowing us away in 1974. Oh, the audio is a little messed up for me. Back at 3 again. Yep. I'm just having fun. I don't care. It's 3. I play to the same amount of people as I always play to. If there's 3 people or 300, that's what I say. Maybe if I said Black Christmas like 2019, people will be all over it. But people hate that movie, so maybe I'll be like, but people also like turning into streams where people get like super angry about it. Like, oh, that movie. I sort of like that at first. I dislike it the more I watch it. Here, let me get light in here. That's maybe better lighting. Or if I turn that off, the lights are better. I see, but now I'm in the shadows and you can't see anything. Hey, what's your favorite horror movie of all time? Let's see, Halloween. Oh, thanks. There's Halloween, there's Nightmare on Elm Street, there's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh man, there's so many. And there's some you just like on occasion. I like Black Christmas near the Christmas time. Yeah, so we're watching Black Christmas, 26 minutes in. And they're looking for the missing daughter. Man, Margaret Kiddo's a bit of a lush in here, but it's funny lush. It's not dark. If you drink a lot when you're younger and in college, it's fun. It's light. When you're 30 or something, it's old and depressing. It's sad. You're like, you shouldn't be drinking that much. These hangovers are really going to affect you. But yeah, there's so many good horror movies that I would say I love. But I'm always fall in love with new ones too. Like I really love Halloween 2018. That was great. I hope Child's Play 2019 gets a sequel too. Like I just like looking forward to new movies too. But there's always gonna be some that you keep rewatching. Oh, another one would be Return of the Living Dead. I love that one too. It's just the comedy, the nudity, the jokes. I'm talking so much about it, man. I should do a live stream of that, maybe in July, because it's supposed to be like a 4th of July weekends or a horror movie. But yeah, there's so many tech that I could go on for days. What do you think about the Chucky movie that the people hated? I loved it. I was just saying that I hope they get a sequel. Like they're having a Chucky TV series, a Chucky movie, and I'm all down for it. Like what we don't have to have one Chucky on everything. It could be Chucky is the old school Brad Dorff and Mark Hamill could be doing the movies, right? Like one's on movie track, one's on TV show track. So they sort of split, and that's awesome. More Chucky the better, right? It's like if your parents got divorced, like bright side, you get 2 Christmases, right? So, there's there's a lot to look forward to. And now that COVID's actually like people are figuring out how to make movies and make more content, it's things are gonna be fine. Ooh, techno. Krampus versus Billy. Billy from Black Christmas. See, Krampus is more of a monster, so I would have to go Krampus. But Billy's a dude. Billy could actually, he's pretty strong. Dude, when he killed that house mother, he just picked her up by her neck and dragged her up into the ceiling. You gotta be so strong for that. Like I would throw up my back just lifting like a 30 pound, like a 50-pound thing up. And I think I'm pretty strong, but there's something up with Billy that he's that strong that he can like move bodies that way. Oh, but he hit her with a hook too. Well, I think he's pretty super strong. But Krampus is like this big monster sort of thing. You can't shoot it, you can't kill it. So yeah, Krampus. Krampus is the best. They should actually fight. Why can't they fight? You're not doing anything with Billy from Black Christmas. What? It's been 14 years since the remake, and last year they didn't have Billy in it at all. They fucked up. That's like, hey, we're having a Friday the 13th movie. It's gonna be Camp Crystal Lake, and there's no Jason. You're like, well, what the hell am I watching? In your opinion, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes, it is definitely a Christmas movie. Thanks, Techno. I remember Bruce Willis said it's not, and it's really not about like the holiday season and giving and all that. It's just how it's Christmas atmosphere. Cause what it was not supposed to be on Christmas Day. It was like Christmas around that. Cause you don't have an office party Christmas Day. You stay with your family and such. But yeah, that's like saying Home Alone's a Christmas movie. What's so Christmas me about people breaking into your house? Nothing. So if Home Alone's a Christmas movie, Die Hard's actually a Christmas movie. You got it's not like definitely something like Miracle on 34th Street's a Christmas movie and different stuff. Black Christmas is a Christmas movie because it's supposed to be the kids are back because it's a holiday, right? It's a Christmas break for them and everything. So yeah, definitely. And wasn't even part two on Christmas as well? I love the Die Hard movies. Die Hard 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 3 are the best ones. Nobody can fuck with those two. Rate the better Watch Out movie from 1 to 10. Oh man, I just turned on Watch Out for a little bit. There you go, dude. John Saxon just died too. So everyone knows him from the Nightmare on Elm Street and this movie. Rest in peace, John Saxon. But out of 1 to 10, the Better Watch Out movie, let's say, I would say Better Watch Out. I liked it a lot, dude. And it had the Home Alone paint can kill. And at first, I didn't know to be invested into it. That's how some of these like low horror movies do for me. I just go, should I invest into it? And then like later on, you go, oh yeah, this was a good choice. But yeah, I recommend to anybody. Like sometimes I do that in a movie, just go, it's not getting anywhere until like Ford and I see a kill, and then like watch the rest of the movie and the end, and then go back to the beginning and see what I missed. I don't know that because I just go, I don't want to burn like 2 hours getting invested in this movie. Let me see actually what happens, so I know what to look forward to. Like I enjoy spoilers that way, but I would say that's the better watch out is probably 8. I would say an 8. Have you seen Home Alone rated R? If you haven't looked it up on YouTube. Oh yeah, it was like a horror movie recut. I could do that right now, dude. We could do share screen and watch that, right? Maybe in a little bit. Yeah, yeah, how they recut it to be yeah. And it's weird that Joe Pesci doesn't curse in that whole movie. Like you watch Goodfellas and you watch Casino and you go, "Whoa, he's definitely gonna kill that kid." But every time he steps on nail, he's like, he does his best impersonation of a guy trying not to curse. It's great. Santa from Silent Night 2012 versus Billy. Dude, that's a good one. You come up with some really good fights. So Santa, maybe Billy. Billy's super strong, man, but that Santa is pretty crafty. Man, that's tough. But see, in some of these situations, man, I'll just go, who's the better movie? And I would say Black Christmas is. So better movie. But Santa, if like Santa on Fat Man, Mel Gibson Santa would probably be Billy because that dude was super strong. He was like wrecking shit in that movie and got stabbed and got shot. He's a bit immortal in that movie. So, have you seen Red Christmas with D. Wallace? Oh, it's on Shutter. Maybe I'll watch that next. But Anilda Rivera, hey, thanks for dropping by and commenting. Bob, you drunk. Yeah, Margaret Kiddo was a bit of a lush. No, no, she had like mental health problems or something like that. Maybe drinking helped aided to it. Froggy the second, hey, what's up, Froggy? Have you ever watched Carrie? Yeah, of course. Which one too? Because I was like, I like Carrie enough. I wanted to even read the book, and it's a quick read. It's only like 130 pages or something like that. You can read that in like 2 days. So yeah, definitely Carrie. I even like the remake of Carrie. The remake of Carrie is pretty awesome. Like people didn't love it, but I did. I still watch it by myself and have a good time. But whenever turn it on with anybody else, they hate it. Julianne Moore was cool too. But you know what? Carrie and Sissy Spacek got like casted really great. Like you sort of bought her being like a dork who couldn't get a date, but if she actually like dressed up nice and did her makeup, she would be pretty hot. So Sissy Spacek was perfect for that. That Chloe Moretz, when she did it, it didn't play as well because she was still hot. Like, oh right, she can't get a date. Get out of here. I would that's a perfect one. You'd be like, dude, she's a dork, but pay for her hair to be did, and I'll have your big sister do her makeup for her. She'll be pretty hot. So I like both of them, but definitely the scene where the remake where Chloe Moretz kills everybody is actually pretty fun and pretty cool, and that's the reason for the update. And Judy Greer was cool as the teacher. I don't know. I just love both of them. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Oh, dude, we're watching it. Black Christmas. Nah, I don't know. Die Hard's pretty good. Four Christmas is pretty good. Black Christmas is the best horror movie Christmas movie. Bear Watch Out's good. National Lampoon's Vacation, Christmas Vacation's good. Like watching that every year. There's a lot of them. But yeah, definitely Die Hard would probably be the best like action Christmas movie, and Black Christmas is the best Christmas horror movie. But then you also have to go, what's like a family one? Christmas Vacation's good. Elf is good. Man, there's a lot. But thanks, Techno. Ashy Slashy, what's up, dude? Hope it's not too late for you. Have you seen the Robot Chicken Home Alone Halloween mix for the wet band? Yeah, they shoot him right away. They're like a realistic Home Alone. You go blah 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 blah. Just kill Kevin. Yeah, that's pretty funny. See, Robot Chicken is almost like Family Guy. They have like really funny little concepts, but sometimes it's so like you remember that little part. You go, dude, it's buried in like inside an episode. It's like little tiny little cartoons you find in a bigger cartoon, and it sort of gets lost in the shuffle. But yeah, it's that's awesome. I wish I could play it. All right, I might play it later with the share screen. You can share whatever you want. Out of all the Black Christmas movies, what's the best? Oh, come on, Techno. S- How did that? He put see he put her body up there, right, and wrapped her up. Does that make it not stink? Because if she was dead and missing for like 2 or 3 days, you would start to stink. But yeah, this is where the house mother gets killed. Because to me, I remember it two different ways. And I've seen this a number of times. He throws the hook at her, but does the hook actually pull her up? Or it's Billy who pulls her up? And he's just, his voice is good. It's like Ghostface. His voice is so good, but it should carry on to other people. Like that guy should still be the voice, for whatever actor plays Ghostface. But out of all the Black Christmases, I'll even rank them for you. When it's not so busy here. Black Christmas, the original is way ahead. I would put Black Christmas, the original, maybe that's like a 9 out of 10 or something like that. The remake is cool for like a one-time viewing, but I sort of get dizzy watching it, and like it has a bunch of bright lights. They put Christmas lights everywhere, and it sort of gives you a headache after a bit. Oh, then obviously the remake is last. But I actually thought the remake would actually be better once you had a once you could do something different. Like I thought, oh, they edited all the kills for PG-13. Maybe if they leave in like all these gory kills, it would be cool. But they didn't do that. They didn't have an unrated version. Like they just went, this will suck. It'll suck forever. All right, here, see, look. So does he throw a hook at her and it catches her in the mouth? Yeah. Oh, I can't watch it forever. I don't know. I'm so scared. I don't know. See, uh, come on, throw the hook already, dude. I can't show this forever. All right, I'm getting tired of that. So he throws the hook. Oh, she sees the dead body. He throws the hook, but I think the hook gets her. But does the hook pull her back up? Yeah, probably. And you waited forever to throw that hook. Oh, it could be the hook that got her. Damn. He probably, yeah. He probably put air fresheners up there. Yeah, I bet, right? Or you any killers out there or true crime people, to make a body not stink, I think that's where you got to use lime salt. Maybe you get lime salt, you wrap the body up, and then it won't stink anymore, right? Yes, the teacher and Carrie should have lived. Felt bad for. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, she did she die in both of them? Damn, I can't remember. I think the bleachers killed her, right? And you're like, man, she was the one that was like really helping her out the whole time. Yeah, it wasn't fair that she died. She was like a good, solid character in both versions too. So yeah, probably never fret. Thanks, Anilda. That's real funny. That's real clever too. I would do that. Have you ever watched Children of the Corn 1984 version? Yes, Froggy. Yes, I have. And it has Linda Hamilton in there. I was surprised. I was like, was this pre Terminator? Right? And, it's still like back then in the 80s, it seemed like Stephen King was on a roll. They made like everything that fool would write. They made, because some were really good, and I wouldn't consider that one of his better ones, but it was all right. It's sort of like Wicker Man and stuff. I still don't understand somehow like they made like 8 sequels off of that. There's like Children of the Corn, like straight to VOD, like 8 of them. Dude, I've only seen Black Christmas original once. I've got to watch it again. Dude, I should be an affiliate. I'll see if Shutter has an affiliate marketing program or whatever because I was even pushing that earlier tonight. Like, Shutter is pretty awesome, and it's also good. Like, like maybe get it a month, cancel it, wait a couple of months for all the new titles to recycle in and other stuff comes out. Come back to it. It's like a new Shutter. And some movies like Halloween's on there forever. Halloween 4 is on there forever. Black Christmas has been on there forever. I think some they just buy like, hey man, can we just pay you this amount of money and just keep you forever? And they're like, yeah, okay. But they work out some deal. Yeah, but actually, yeah, definitely check out Black Christmas. Who is this? He's on the phone again with her. They didn't have any of that in the remake. I was actually like excited for the remake. The remake, I thought they were legit doing like a Billy Killer in it. Until near the end, I go, "Oh man, it's not going to be a Billy Killer at all. It's a stupid statue possessing people." Yeah, see? Nice. That's her on the phone with Billy. And it's actually Black Christmas is the first thing that they went with. I think it's where people think of when they first go, like, the call is coming from inside the house, right? I know they said they did that in When a Stranger Calls, but I've always liked this movie more, probably. So I just go, that's what it is for me. But yeah. It sucks, man, because they can't. You know what? Stop trying to remake it for modern times. You could just make it again in 2020, but have it based in the 80s, like fucking Stranger Things or something, right? It's made today, but the time period is just the 80s because you need landlines and stuff. A lot of these horror movie cell phones fuck up like the whole plot, the whole like, why don't you just call the police? Why don't you do that? Why don't you take a picture? Oh, I have an underrun. Have you watched Rick? Oh, like Record Froggy? Yeah, I have. It's like a mixture of. It's like a little anthology. It's pretty cool. I might cover that someday for sure. They just started the new Stephen King The Stand original show. Looks good. Oh, did they? What channel? Is it a BBC thing or something? Like an old school one. I think Robert England was in the first one. And Robert England's gonna be on Stranger Things, right? That's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, Stephen King, The Stand, that is definitely like a go to jail book. That is like his biggest book he's ever written. I don't even know how that fool write. That fool's wrist must fall off. Maybe just like uh talks into it. Cause dude, that fool, I remember he was on a TV show and Stephen King, he was like, here's all your books like laid on top of each other vertically. And it was like 7 feet tall. And the stand, you could definitely tell the stand was in there because the stand is like this big. This fool is written like a Bible 10 times over. That remake took a supernatural turn at the end. Oh yeah, Black Christmas or The Stand? No, no, yeah. Oh, horror nerds here. Hey, what's up, horror nerd? That remake took. Yeah, I don't know why they did. Dude, I don't like it when everything goes. Some things don't need to be supernatural. Like it just makes it like, oh, get the fuck out of here. That doesn't exist. But some things like make Michael Myers like maybe supernaturally strong, I'm down for. But when you do something like that, like mind possessing stuff, I mean, it's hard to get away with. Like zombies, if you think about it, it's pretty supernatural too. Like you're dead, you're not coming back to life, but they're done in more realistic way. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what's up, horror nerd? I've never seen the original Black Christmas. I like the '06 remake and the 19. Yeah, the remake sucked. You're right about that, Horner. And check it out on Shutter. It's awesome. Yeah, see, then we're at the point where the guy's like, please have the baby. I want you to have the baby. She's in college too, man. We totally understand. She goes, I have dreams of my own and doing that. The movie, this 1974 one was so ahead of its time. Hey, Byron. Yeah, almost, oh, I almost said my own name, but hey, man, nice to have you around. You should watch it, horror nerd. Right? That's you gotta know your history, man. That's like one of the very first slasher movies. See, she has dreams of her own. Like, man, I'm getting this abortion. I don't give a fuck what you think, right? And he's so weird that he's like, yes. I mean, come on, man. Like, back in that day, I'd be like, yeah, all right, it's your decision. I was still sort of like that with every person who ever gave you news that they're pregnant. Like, it's your choice. But it's your woman's body, and she's telling him the business. Like, she doesn't want this baby, he wants it, and he's gonna be a jackass about it. Like, you should just be cool, dude. Just be grateful for it. If she wants to have the baby, she'll have it. Froggy, oh man. Thanks for dropping by, Froggy. Which pet cemetery do you like? One, two, two is really bad now. I liked that as a kid. But Pet Cemetery 1, oh man, it's a classic. I want to get the 4K of that too. Like, it's worth it. And let's see. The remake, I liked it at first watching it, but now I just go, I don't need to watch you again. I liked it for what it was. I was trying to do something different, but they didn't do much different. It's scarier being a little boy than a little girl. The girl didn't do much. Like, I thought you could say it's like scarier. I don't really get this fellatio joke they have in here too. But see, this what started it. Slasher movies were trying to scare you. This was actually trying to sort of scare you and make you laugh a bit. Eminem's new album is dope as the original Black Christmas is a classic. All right, if you think so, that's pretty cool. I gotta check that one out. I usually like to check them out at least. Look right here. What's this? Fellatio. Yeah, it's a new number. He's that dumb. That's funny. Fellatio. Yeah, she gave you fellatio. That's pretty funny. That was a good joke. He's that dumb. Now we know. And the guy who's laughing and breaking balls, that's actually like what sells it. Oh, I get it. It's a sex thing. Yes, the biggest books by is the Stand, It, and Dark Tower. Man, it took me. I started reading the It book before the remake came out, and I barely finished it by the time It Chapter 2 came to digital. That's how long it took me to finish that book. Because I read a book, I start it, and then I stop, or I either go really hard at it and I'll read like 400 pages, and then the last like 100 I'll sort of like lag on or something. But or some books like Doctor Sleep, I think was like 450 or almost 500, and I think I read that in like maybe a week or something like that. Maybe like 5 days, like really on it. But yeah, that's an awesome book. I recommend reading that book. That book is, but the movie's almost equivalent to it. I really like the movie too. I got the original on my Christmas Day watch list. Can't wait to finally check it out. Dude, Horner, Black Christmas. You could turn on or watch it and then come back to the stream and let me know how you liked it. Because man, it's got some classics, man. Margaret Kiddo's great. I love the whole plot of she's pregnant and the guy wants her to keep it. She wants an abortion, and that's why they think like, oh, I can't trust this guy because he could be like this killer guy after us. John Saxon's good. The whole calling on the phone and the killers inside the house. I love it. I love those parts. Like near the end, I really love it. But yeah, definitely let me know how the it works out. Yeah, get Shutter, man. Get a free trial, man. 7 days. And his new album is dope AF. Black Christmas Original is a classic. Can't beat the original. That's right. All right, Byron. Well, how you rank the Eminem albums too? Like probably his best ones, Eminem Show and the Marshall Matters LP, right? Those came back in my day. It's very cool that he's still coming out with music. Yeah, just checked out. It is dope. His rhymes are sick. There you go, dude. That's cool. Spreading Eminem's new album stuff. He's a horror movie lover too, pretty much. Or he always came out with a Jason Max and a chainsaw. Can't pick a favorite track. I like them all. Yeah, dude. Oh, I still gotta check out that album. More people should come out with albums since it's a pandemic. Like I just watched the Distillers. Well, I'm like a big punk fan and everything, but the Distillers had like a Christmas holiday special and they covered the Ramones. It was great. I accidentally clicked off this, but I came back. Thanks, Techno. Thanks for keeping the stream alive. So yeah, very cool. Very much enjoy Black Christmas too. That's why I chose this to be part of our holiday special. And I was gonna do more. This almost came up last minute. I got the antlers, right? Oh, he's taking apart the phone, dude. To put a bug inside a phone, I think you like literally had to like screw it in because they showed you how they like trace the calls in this movie too. Yeah, it's festive. Eminem Show, Slim Shady, Marshall Matters, Music to Be Murdered By, Side. Oh, Relapse. Oh, I like Relapse. Relapse is probably up there. No, no, it was no the one after Relapse. Hey, what's up, dude? AFI should cover Mariah Carey's Christmas album. Cody, what's up, dude? Yeah, AFI should definitely cover somebody. I love all their covers, man. Have you heard they covered 9 Inch Nails a while ago? Had like a whole dude, if nobody has an album out and you haven't toured, come out with the cover album. Come out with the Christmas album. That's what these old timers did. Barbara Streisand came out with the Christmas album. She's Jewish. It's just business, man. No one cares. Oh, no offense. You can't hear the movie. Oh, I'm sorry, Techno. Oh, do you want to know where we're at? Here. Oh, it's like a black part. You see, he's outside. The maybe killer. And they found those dead people in the park. I wish there was some better way, like I can put in the clips of the movie. Oh, Recovery 6. That's right. I think Recovery or Relapse, that was like Eminem spends one album talking about how his other albums sucked or nobody liked it. And then he has to make like 3 albums to make up for one. He's a crazy genius though. Have you seen the new Wrong Turn remake trailer? Yes. Everyone's super psyched about it, but I think we're just so thirsty. We're so thirsty for anything like, dude, new trailer, but I don't know, man. It seems cool and Wrong Turn. It does seem like Wrong Turn needs a remake. It's just a bunch of crazy like people in the woods. Like, and they have like a bunch of traps or the trailer looks neat. And I'm happy that we have new horror movies coming out in 2021, especially. Like, dude, 2021 better make up for how shitty 2020 was, right? Like, we have all these HBO Max, we're going to have every single new movie come out. Maybe think that, like, it's throwing everybody off. But yeah, dude, 2021 should have every big movie on there. I'll cover all the big movies too. Fuck it. Everything that's on HBO Max, we could stream it together and everything. But yeah, I could even do a reaction to that sometime. FN and Slenderman and Krampus versus all horror killers from the 80s. Dude, deck no. Let me think. Slenderman. Ooh. Oh, Friday Night at Freddy's, Slenderman, and Krampus versus all horror killers. Damn. I would say all horror killers. Because, dude, you say the 80s, that means Freddy Krueger. That means Jason. That means Pinhead. That means, I don't know, Maniac Cop. Dude, that's a lot of people. So, yeah, all of them versus that. I would love some more versus stuff. Just a whole versus movie. What? Freddy versus Jason or Alien versus Predator? That's the only two verses we've had in our genre, man. Let's mix it up some more. I would, dude, and Disney owns it all. It could be Wolverine versus Alien, and the alien could pop out of Wolverine's chest, and now doesn't kill Wolverine, and the alien could have healing capabilities now, right? It's like, dude, let's do all of that. All right, Cody. Explicit emoji. I don't know. Is that poop? This is poop. Well, sorry, Cody. We're watching along a movie. Black Christmas is from a long time ago. See, this fool lives in your attic and you still don't know anything about it. And he's making these prank phone calls and he's like talking dirty. And what? You don't hear him up there? Oh, he's about to kill somebody with a unicorn. Ooh, Leatherface. Yeah, I didn't mention Leatherface. Oh, if you had a death note where you could write someone's name in if they die, what are you going to do with it? Ooh, that's a good one. I still need to watch that one. I'm sorry. I know the premise though. So, I don't know, Death Note. I don't want anybody to die like that. Maybe if it was good for everybody. I'd write Hitler or when Osama bin Laden was alive or something like that. Leatherface. Yeah, he's awesome. Oh, if he would face any of those two people, yeah, for sure, dude. They need to add him into the mix. Insane Clown Posse is great. Also, the trailer for Psycho Gorman and Bob Nobody trailer. Oh man, there's a lot of trailers to catch up on. There's so many, but now after 2020, I go, fuck you, trailers. You don't mean shit no more. Because it used to be 2020, like, oh man, that's coming out in 4 months. Now you go, it could come out whenever. I don't know. This is just they're more like announcements than trailers now. I like for trailers to me means a date. Give us a date on anything. Even if you say 2021, man. Oh, Marshall Matters LP2 is 6, Recovery is 7, Gamma Cut. Dang, I really can't remember all the yeah, now I remember it's Relapse, Revival, Encore. What was the one he said it wasn't Encore the one he said he was going to retire with, but they all say that. Oh, Techno, there you go. Good versus one. Pennywise versus 2019's The Joker. Oh man, let's say Pennywise. Definitely Pennywise. Well, dude, I don't think he can fuck with Joker. Joker will just badmouth him like, you ain't shit. You, right? And then that's where he gets his power. So that's where Pennywise would die from. So, yeah, definitely the Joker. Joker's more Joker's more resilient than people give him credit for. Like he always has like a better master plan, and I think he could probably even defeat Pennywise that way. Like he could figure it out. Like he's based off fear, and Joker's so crazy. I don't think he fears anything. Because I think even that happened before. Like the Joker got hit with like Scarecrow scare mix, and I don't think it affected Joker because he's like crazy. You gotta be crazy. You have to be based on reality or not be crazy to be scared of something. And this is the closest we ever get to see Billy's face, right? It sucks, Margaret Kiddo. Yeah, he grabs the unicorn. See, this is closest I have. I can just like bootleg the movie a bit, right? Right? Like you see people walking up and everything, right? That's as close as I could get to be like showing the kills. If I show a little bit too much on a live stream, they'll shut you down. And they even had that unicorn in the other movie, like where right here he's got a stabber. Like, let's see. All right, let's look at his face. Don't tell what we did. See, that's as closest as we got to seeing his face. I think that's such a great kill too. This kill gets underrated. I can't show the whole thing, yeah. Or they'll block me or something. I don't know. It's better if I uploaded it to the thing. But yeah, I definitely killed her with a unicorn, with a glass unicorn. And you hear like the carolers, right? Singing. It's very like Godfather like when they're doing the whole like Godfather speech and everyone's dying in the background of it. Do you have a letterbox? I think I do. Yeah. I don't really promote it or put it on my thing because I just go, dude, I would like the people follow me maybe on my Instagram, on my Twitter, or my TikTok. Because now I go like, oh, TikTok's so fun. I'm having a good time with it. You get noticed, and you could just do so much like cooler stuff than just posting a picture. But now Instagram have the reels, so I don't know. But no, yeah, I got a letterbox. One day I'll put it in the description. I don't know what you really do. You just file like list of movies and shit. Godzilla versus King Kong will be shown on HBO Max instead of the theaters. Yes, Adilda, and we'll be covering that. We'll be covering that here. We'll watch it together. Dude, every one of those HBO Max things we could watch together. I'm going to do videos for 2021. It's got to be so much better than 2020. 2020 for this and this channel has sort of like been like just trying to make uh just I don't know, taking different ingredients and getting back to basics and just doing videos that you were like, oh, this would be neat. And but definitely 2021, we're definitely gonna cover a bunch newer movies and such. But definitely Godzilla versus King Kong. Very cool. What Emma's song would you use to describe Allison? Oh man. Allison from Halloween. That's a different one. Maybe. She's strong. What's a strong? This is a strong kid. 4 in the morning. I don't know. If you have a better idea, tell me, Byron. Okay, which is your favorite Pennywise, dude? Definitely gotta go. People like Tim Curry. They like the other one too. See, they have him on the phone. The police really investigate these prank phone calls, right? That's weird. You basically have, and that's Canada, maybe. Maybe they have nothing going on in Canada that they'll investigate your phone calls. Over here in America, you have to be getting shot at for them to show up. They're not going to be like, I got prank phone calls. Like, unplug your phone. We're not showing up for that. We will come and beat your ass. You call us for some bullshit like that. If she had been awake, she would have kicked his butt. You think so? Maybe. Like, dude, if someone's just over your bed with a unicorn like this, like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, you go like, oh shit. It takes you a second to realize it. If I was a rapper, I have some Halloween 20 as the samples. Dude, there's so many of those, dude. Watch. If you go on TikTok, you go like Halloween. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. And look, he shot a police officer in Canada and they just think it's funny. Dude, that would not fly here in America. You step on a cop's toe, he's going to throw you in for assault. What's up? Back to the crypt. How's it going, dude? Yes, all DC movies on HBO Max. Can't wait. Oh, I'm just trying to catch up all these comments, man. I didn't know. Well, more people are finally showing up. Thank God. It was going very slow at first. Yeah, dude. All the DC movies, dude. Can't wait. Oh, the Snyder cut too. So they're doing the Snyder cut. They're doing another Margaret Robbie, Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad. That's gonna be cool. And yeah, what Jordan Peele movie was the best? Dude, that's tough. I would have to say Us. Us had a higher kill count. The action got started way quicker. It was filmed in California, so that's cool. I love it. So it's like a drive away. Can go visit it. And he's only made two, but it's pretty good. Both of them. Or he's not really directing Candyman. He's producing Candyman, so he's still involved with it. Oh, a new Indiana Jones. Awesome. Maybe. If they make it good and not put aliens in it. See, old school, they go, the kills. Yeah. Yeah, they're like, trace this phone call. See, his source sounds like the killer, but that's the guy who didn't want her to get an abortion, right? He didn't want her to get an abortion. And he's like calling and crying, like, dude, I don't know. I wouldn't call and cry about that right away. I don't know, man. I don't call I cry after a breakup. I'll just call drunk, like, hey, what's up? What are you up to? Would be cool to hear Eminem rap over a Halloween theme beat, original and the 81 sequel. Yeah, dude, for sure. He should just have a whole horror theme album. I'm down with that. He's always had stuff like 4 in the morning where he's killing somebody, or he killed that girl a lot. He killed that baby's mama a lot of times. A lot of his songs. You see how sassy she was? Yeah, I liked her. Cause you're right. He's calling up and she's just like, just please, I'm getting an abortion. Fuck off, dude. Probably not be afraid from a curve would be perfect for the Allison. Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. Ooh, she's just telling them the business to the detective, like, I'm pregnant. I told him I didn't want to have the baby. He's insisting about let's have the baby. I'm not down with it. Right? Rate all the Jokers, Joaquin. That's a loaded question, Techno. I would say Joaquin's the best one so far because you go like, because Heath Ledger was good. Heath Ledger and Joaquin are like 1A, 1B to me. They're awesome. They're way up there. Jared Leto's got to be near the bottom, but dude, you got to put Jack. It just Jokers are such good roles. Like every time I watch like Batman '89, I go, dude, that's the best one. Or you watch Dark Knight again, you'll do that's the best one. Or the it's just like it's so crazy. That's probably the most versatile character in all of movies. Movies, comic books, everything. He's the best villain too. Yeah, see, this police are all over these calls, dude. Nobody cares about these calls in America. Canada, they have nothing better to do than investigate your phone calls. Was there any good slasher films that came out this year? Freaky. Freaky was a good one. Watch that kill count, dude. You could get Freakies on there. Freaky was a good one. Man, we were supposed to get Candyman that didn't come out, and Halloween Kills didn't come out. Do you like Black Summer on Netflix? New season 2 coming. I heard about that, dude. I still gotta check that out. There's so much to check out. Really falling behind on stuff. If you had to choose Symbiote or Stem from Upgrade, oh man, Stem. Because Stem actually almost controlled you. Symbiote would actually kill you in the long run, right? It would try to take over for a while, right? Like, yeah, the Spider-Man symbiote. Jim Carrey was a Joker, right? No, he was a Riddler. And a really bad Riddler too. But it was a really bad movie. You can't. I think if they did dark, and they wouldn't make that same movie nowadays. Jim Carrey could been a great Riddler. I think, dude, if you watch the Batman trailer, it seems like Riddler could be in it. It seems packed. Like I hear Colin Farrell's the Penguin. There could be a different killer. There's like a Saw Jigsaw killer in it. Yeah, Carrie is not a Joker. Tell him, Techno. Yeah. Yeah, the chick that's pregnant in Black Christmas is a chick that was the Bill in the original Tim Curry It movie. What? Damn. Ashy, are you right? I did not know that. Oh, it makes sense. Oh, man. See, there you go. You learn something every day. It was. It was her. She was in both. She was less British, right? She was like less British in that in the Stephen King's It. Are you sure, Ashy? That just blew my mind. Well, if I wish I could pin that comment forever. But damn, man, I did not know that. They seem familiar too. I should have been on top of it. I don't know. I spaced out on her being in both movies. I know John Saxon. I know Margaret Kiddo, and that reef with the alcohol bottles on it is pretty fun and cool too. So only the nice girls. Like if you drank too much, I guess you got killed. Because Margaret Kiddo was a bit of a lush. I did see Freaky and your video for it. Good stuff. Thanks, dude. Because it's throwing off my whole game, man. Because I used to be like, I could do a kill count early, but see, they didn't show that other girl get killed. They just showed the door shutting on her. And now they saw like that guy like beat up his piano, so something's got to be up with him. But thanks, man, because Freaky came out, and then I go, well, I could do a kill count for that because they showed most of those kills in like a promo video, so I could even slow it up, and it was pretty cool, and it did well. And I was like, now I got the full kills because now some movies are only going to be out for 17 days until you can rent it on video on demand. So after that came out, then I was like, cool. And I actually edited, and I just didn't input like copy and paste it over my old stuff. I actually like made a new video. I hope that was gonna do well, but it is what it is. But thanks, Horner. That means a lot. I would have liked to see a First Blood movie in the snow. Yes, right? Like Sylvester Stallone running through the snow and everything. That would have been good. Cheesy Batman film. Yes, Christina, you're in the other room. You commented. Yeah, baby's mama. Cheesy Batman film. Yeah, that's the third one, that Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And they had another Batman way back in the day that was pretty cheesy. So there's a lot of them. Riddler, Catwoman, the Penguins confirmed to be in the new Batman movie. See? Yeah, no, yeah, Catwoman too. There's so many. I go, is this just one movie? Because I think the formula came in Batman Returns when they went, hey, we can have like 2 or 3 villains in here. And then they just went Batman Forever. They went, oh, yeah, cool, totally, dude. We'll do that. We'll just throw 3 villains in it. So, and ever since then, because Batman has so many villains, you could throw in 2 or 3 of his villains because he's got his villains are the ones that make Batman because Batman has the best like line of villains to defeat. They should actually like borrow some of those. Like, dude, Catwoman and Penguin, you can mix that in with the Batman villains too, or Joker versus Superman. Let's cross all this shit over. She's also Norman Bates' mother in Psycho 4. Damn, and are you on IMDb now? Shit. Everybody's schooling me on Black Christmas. I didn't know that was the same girl from the Stephen King It movie. Damn, or the TV movie. Good. See, I think I'm teaching people and I'm learning back from you as well. The Psycho sequels were good. Yeah, yeah. Psycho 2 was legit. Psycho 3 and 4, I still need to get really down with, but Psycho 2 is awesome. It's so crazy. Like it came like 30 something years after the original, a long period of time. Yeah, the phone company's on the other line. This is great. They're coming from 6 Belmont Street. No, that's the rich. It's also the, yeah. What do you mean? Ah, he doesn't say what do you mean. Shit. Just great. So now he tells the guy, like, oh, see, the cop's already dead. I wish I could, man. All right, I'll definitely have a Black Christmas kill count by then. Hopefully, Nash, tell her whatever you do. Tell her not just tell her to get out of the house. This is where I really love this movie. This movie definitely closes on a high note. Yeah, Nash, if you blow this, I'll kill you. I like this guy too because he's so stupid. He's the guy like they already set up that he didn't know how to call. Like, oh, fellatio, is that sexting? So I was like, don't go upstairs. Just get outside of the house. In the last stream, it was the fights. Today, it's the schooling. What's next? I don't know, dude. I mean, you just learn new things. We could do both. I don't care. Fights, schooling, it's great. I want to do exactly what you said. Yeah. It's really a stubborn woman. I think anybody, like, just get out of the house. I wonder how Billy was able to leave the house and kill a cop undetected. Dude, that guy's a ninja. He was like Batman. The calls are coming from the house. Oh man, great! I love it. Are you a fan of Dead Space series, games, and movies? Yeah, dude. I'm surprised you are, man. Dead Space came out a while ago. That was 360, right? 360. The first one came out, then the second one came up later. I think they went up to 3. Yeah, but Dead Space, they're great games. I think like by part after part 2, I think like they could have been a big series like Resident Evil or something, but they sort of like I don't know. They maybe they came out with sequels too close together. They didn't really knock it out. I really like Dead Rising too. I loved all those games. Even though part four sort of sucked, I still sort of I wanted to have a part five to redeem themselves and bring back bosses and shit. That would be an awesome game to put on the channel. Millions of Terminators versus all the Terminators versus Avengers versus Justice League versus horror villains. You gotta go Avengers, man. Avengers already beat everybody. And Thanos' army, and Thor, and Captain America, and Iron Man. But you also have just Avengers versus Justice League's a good one. That will never happen. I think more of Avengers versus horror villains. They could definitely do Avengers versus Alien and Predator and those things like Avengers versus Alien Planet with Predators too. Like that's totally possible because they all are owned by Disney. The director of Black Christmas said that if he ever did a sequel, it would have been on Halloween. Yeah, that's sort of weird, man. Black Christmas. Maybe you could just do like Black Hanukkah, Black Kwanzaa, Black other sort of December holidays. Ooh, she sees the dead bodies. Right here, you see the eye, dude. Don't tell him what we did. Yeah, that eye, dude. Oh my god. Crazy, right? That shot was so cool. That shot made the movie. See, that's my best version of just trying to share the video. Just oh, you could sort of see it in the glass in the background. Yeah, and I think I don't know if I could be wrong. I think it's the same director who did this one. He did the original, and then he also did the remake years later, or he produced it. I'm not sure, but he should have just, dude. If you have a hit, you have to follow it up with the same thing. Do the same thing for 3, 4 times until you know. Once you find something and they like it, just keep doing it. That's how YouTube works. Shit. Yeah, so this guy just comes around at the wrong time. So I was wondering, dude, like they showed the guy walking into the attic and everything, and I think we're supposed to think that it is Billy and not the other guy because this guy just shows up at the wrong time, right? Because I think they wanted to show like, all right, the cops are like, we caught the guy. It was obviously that boyfriend who was calling and acting crazy about getting that abortion. But, Billy was still alive and always out there. And they never caught him. They never secured the crime scene. I think that's another thing. They never even checked the attic because everything made sense. They went, well, we saw that guy dead. That's it. Ooh, Candyman versus Bloody Mary. Ooh, that's a good one. Candyman. I like Candyman better. Sure. Oh, he did. Yeah, he did A Christmas Story and Porky's. Yes. I am getting schooled today by everybody in this chat. I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Dude, I remember hearing that. I just grow blank. But yeah, he did A Christmas Story and Porky. So he made he did a good comedy, he did a good family movie, and he did a good horror movie. But that's so rare. Not a lot of people have done most of those things. I think Spielberg made a good horror movie with Jaws, a good drama. I still don't think he's made like a good comedy. Maybe Catch Me If You Can, if you consider that like a comedy. But yeah, that's crazy. I remember, and I was like 2 years ago when I found that out. So thanks, man. I am getting schooled today. Schooled. Did you know that Harley Quinn was the first villain to be on the show in the TV, movies, and before comic books? Nope. I thought Harley Quinn she showed up in the comic book, but I don't know. To me, I always thought Joker came first. But yeah, dude, he did do Chris's story and Porky's. That's right. I don't know, man. If I made one successful horror movie, and first of all, this like it seems like you made it to have a sequel, right? You have the guy still alive at the end. So that means why don't you what happened to him? Make a sequel where that fool dies or something. And this is very much like a very domestic like abuse situation. Like you should be really scared of the boyfriend or something like that, even though I think he's more crazy and possessive, but he's also sort of a priest. So this was stepping on a whole bunch of different boundaries. He was tired of like going to the priesthood and all that or something. He was studying to be a priest, something like that. But even though he's having sex, I don't know, was that a thing back then? You couldn't be a priest trying to have sex? And he's like chasing her in the basement. It's very like I don't know, love this movie. And who actually kills him, right? Does she kill him? This movie has so much mystery to it. So he's following her in the basement. They see each other, but she should have been asking this fool for help. Like, dude, help me. You know, this guy was like chasing me around and everything. That's why we couldn't see him. Mm-mm-mm. I really wish Black Christmas had a sequel. Damon Curry's make. Yeah, I know. I mentioned that. Back to the crypt. It's he's making one call. And it's me, Billy. So we're actually even going to have more Billy in it. So who shot him? Did the police shoot him, or she actually got him with that poker? So Billy actually chased her down to the basement. She locked the door, and then he fucked off and went back to the attic. And John Saxon has such a like a crazy like old look. He has like a noir look to him. But I guess that's Canada too. So I think they finally see his dead body. Yeah. So she killed him. Right? That is a dead face. Or she lived. Yeah. She's bad. Or so you could consider her one of the best final girls because she actually sort of killed a guy. Mm. Yeah, well, Black Christmas is wrapping up, and it's so crazy. They just went, okay, we're done here. And it'd be very cool if the sequel picked up right where this one ended. So she's in the bed, he's in the attic. He could come down and try to kill her, kill more people. It's crazy, man, because I think that's what they believe sequels were back in the day. I heard they didn't even want to make Godfather Part 2 because people are like, why am I going to pay to see the same movie? Like, people didn't understand what sequels were. Now you go, of course you got to make a sequel. Hey, and that's scary. They said the hospital can't even handle all these dead bodies at once. That's true right now, man. Like COVID, there's like freezer trucks they got to use because there's so many people dying. Scary out there. Be safe and watch movies at home and stream or do whatever you got to do to have fun, but try to be safe and stay home. I would like the Halloween type 2 type style sequel to Black Christmas. Oh, definitely, dude. Billy's alive. She's alive. They sort of just leave her there. He could go after the cops. He could go after everything. I really hope that's where that "it's me, Billy" thing going, and Maybe they actually just go fuck it, make a full on movie about it. I mean, it's been a while, but you know what? If they do finally really do a Black Christmas, they'll probably do another Black Christmas thing because it has such a big following or whatever. They keep trying to make like a remake for it. Do like Black Christmas and maybe even start at the end because that's what movies do nowadays. They do the Halloween 2018 thing, sort of like, well, this is how this movie should have ended, and this is the sequel that we should have got, right? So do that for Black Christmas, right? Black Christmas 2021. But they fucked up. Like the last Black Christmas movie wasn't even Black Christmas. It could have they just bought the name and thought, oh, let's trick people into going to that movie. It had nothing to do with Billy, nothing to do with the abortion plot, storyline, nothing to do with nothing. And Billy was alive the whole time. So it's like this killer relatively never died because they made what, three Black Christmases, the original, then they made the remake, and then they made like a quasi remake or a reimagining. So they have never tried to just full on do a sequel. But Black Christmas, the remake, is sort of went into different, like they had another killer, and it was weird. They focused on Billy, but focused on somebody else too, Agnes, right? Because it's supposed to be like Agnes and him. I don't know. It was such a weird movie. I wasn't a fan of that one, but Black Christmas, the original, was just so good. It put down the template to what a slasher movie should be. It should be funny. It should be scary. It should be like some scares are just like the calls coming from inside the house. That's scary, like thought. Like it's more thought, not visual. Like it's scary and jump scary. It's scary that this killer's in this house this whole time and it was in front of you and he could have killed you at any moment and he's just picking his time. That's what's scary about Black Christmas. That's what's thrilling about it. They're doing one for Texas Chainsaw Massacre again. Oh, a reboot or another sort of sequel thing to it. Yeah. But I hear it's also like going to be like modern day. Like Leatherface is supposed to be very old, right? Look, he's got a couple of bodies upstairs already. So he's got her wrapped up and he's got the house mother in there, right? So that body should have been stinking by now. And that's how that movie ends. They're just going to pan out, show the bodies, and Billy. Because you know what? They would eventually found the bodies, or Billy just left the whole place after all. And he just never got caught. Never. That's scarier too, like Zodiac. Or you could do a Black Christmas. It's 2020, but have Billy still alive. I don't know how old he would be now. Like if he was like 20 years old, he would have been about 60, 70 now, right? Or just do something. Yeah, it's a no. Yes, Billy. Yeah, Billy had his sister, daughter. Oh, yeah, it was like an incest angle. It was gross, but it's sort of like we didn't need that, and it was too scattery brained. I think just the execution of that movie was pretty weird. Yeah, I would like the Halloween 2 type sequel to Black Christmas. Best comment too. I really love it, and Dave McRae is definitely making a fan film, so yeah, Black Christmas definitely has a following out there, or people just go, dude, this is the movie that made the template for slasher movies. Nobody knew what a slasher movie was really until this. And then, yeah, I think even John Carpenter mentioned that he liked or saw this and was like, let me do something different with it. But yeah, it's definitely this encouraged so many more. If we don't get this, who knows, man? Or if we get this and then Halloween comes out like right afterwards, or if this Black Christmas did even better, you would have had more movies. We could have got, I don't know. It's just crazy to think about. Well, Michael is 60. Yeah, that's right. He's old. You could do an old killer, right? It doesn't matter. You can still get it like a young guy to play him. Yeah, that is Black Christmas. I love the ending to it too. The ending's really what sells me on it. I know some people are like, so old and it takes a while to get to it, but back in the 70s, they weren't like hurrying up to get anywhere. But I even consider this one of the best movies from the 70s for me. Like, I love like Rocky and Clockwork Orange, and there's a lot of good movies that came out in the 70s that's still relevant today. Jaws, all that stuff. And horror, I don't know, they just directed movies differently back then too. They weren't in a hurry for anything. Like Black Christmas 2006, they were seeming so rushed. Like, all right, let's do this, and then like it's almost like they tried too hard with it. Like, and Black Christmas is very sort of stripped down. You right, like, dude, we just got sorority, a couple people drink, let's have some laughs. That abortion plot and let's try to fake out the killer. And I think Friday the 13th did that same thing too. So it was like Halloween and Friday the 13th came after obviously some inspiration from this. That whole POV sort of views, right? That killer point of view. They haven't done that forever. They need to do that in a newer movie too. The original 78 Dawn of the Dead. Oh, yeah, 78 Dawn of the Dead's great too. But even though, dude, I would have to say the remake outdid that. See, Black Christmas got a remake. Well, some could consider like two remakes, or that was like a remake, sequel, reimagining, whatever the hell. But the Dawn of the Dead remake actually took the original out for me, but it was actually the 78 Dawn of the Dead's pretty cool too. But that's how some of these horror movies were back in the day. Like Dawn of the Dead's another one. Like I sort of like love the ending. Like when the guy gets bit in the elevator and he actually turns into a zombie and brings the horde of zombies up to where they're staying. That was cool. And they didn't even do that in the remake, and it was just original and different. So the remake for Dawn of the Dead just did it right. Like that's what you should do with the remake. Try to do something a little bit different, bring something new, and try to even outdo the original. And that's what that Dawn of the Dead did. Dannyville Horror remake did better than the original too. So some of these originals they just needed a couple of tweaks to be great. Like maybe Black Christmas just needed a couple more tweaks to be as great and as like a Halloween or like get the recognition of a Friday the 13th. But you know what? If Friday the 13th didn't make any sequels and Jason never came around, like part two is really what kicked off Friday the 13th. So it's sort of like if Black Christmas legit had a bunch of sequels, I think you would even be talking, you'd be going Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Billy. I mean, some people in horror movie circles, you still would say something like Billy, but if you had a franchise, then it would make more sense. Back then, the budget was limited, and now there's so much CGI that people prefer the new over the old, but the old ones are forever classics. Totally agree, dude. You're making good points all night and giving schooling me. I'm learning so much stuff now. And there's other stuff coming out like people are like some things I forget. Oh, like they're making another Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I heard that for a couple of years already. So hopefully none of this like COVID stuff stop that. But yeah, dude, I think certain newer audiences, like newer class of people, teenagers now, they'll get like, oh, dude, that movie's so old. I'm not gonna give it a chance. Like, I don't think like a teenager now born in the year 2001 or two or something like a 18-year-old now is not gonna go back to watch like 1974 Black Christmas. Even though, dude, this came out before I was born too. Like whatever, but I don't think you're gonna go back like like 25 years before you were born. But yeah, the budgets were limited. There's still limited budget movies, but I don't think Nothing like this. Like the time has passed for those like limited budget movies to really like make a big splash, but they always somehow come out with like a new paranormal activity or like a Black Christmas, or even Saw had such a low budget just because it was like only one room. Like the budgets were very low, but they could have been, and that's why there was such a return on profit for them. How would you feel about direct sequel to Jaws or Jaws 2? Totally down for it, dude. Then they could do all of that. Like, I don't know where you go with Jaws though. It was a shark, they killed it, and that's it. What do you go? What are you gonna do with it? They did in Jaws 2, they had like Brody again, and like, hey, I'm not going through that hell again, in the same manner and all that, and killed the shark in a different way, and it's so weird. Jaws 2 seems older than Jaws 1. Like I don't know, like Spielberg was so good, he made it like it didn't seem like, oh, that's 70s haircut and it's 70s. Like Jaws 2 looks very dated compared to Jaws 1. Maybe they didn't know what to do with sequels back then. Now you go like, oh, a sequel, bigger budget, let's make a franchise out of it. But back then they didn't have like that vision because it's never been done before. They didn't know like, oh, let's make a Black Christmas movie. They didn't know like, hey man, if we could make 13 of these movies, right? Did you see Friday the 13th? We could make 20 of those. Like it had to take other people to come first so you could know it's possible. And they could even, because you know what they always tried to do? They tried to come out with remakes, like even in the 2000s. That's why you had Black Christmas 2006 and all this other stuff. But they never had sequels after it because they just go, well, it's done. But now we're actually at a point where it's like Halloween 2018, let's make a sequel to that, and then another sequel after that. And that's how you do it. So they're actually leading the way on like, this is how you keep a franchise going. So, because right? Halloween all of a sudden got like a new trilogy, 2018, 2021, and 2022. Like Black Christmas, if you just make a remake and you kill the killer, it's done. It's over. I've seen arguments over online over the Child's Play movie, old versus new. Some prefer the new one over the old one. Yeah, I gotta agree on that. I mean, I love both of them. It's very hard to choose. That one, the remake and the original is pretty good. But I even say the best Child's Play movie is part two. So you go like Child's Play Part Two is probably the best Child's Play movie because you had the like even the first Child's Play, you were like, is Andy the killer? Like if you watch it not knowing who the fuck Chucky is and you're just watching that movie for the first time, you're like, is Andy killing those people? And the detective sort of thought it was him. Like it's just great. But that was cool, but it did take a while for them to get there. And Child's Play 2 just cuts right to, you know, who Chucky is. He's a bad dude and he's going to be killing and coming after you again. That's why even the new Child's Play 2 can even be so good that it would be make sense to keep it going. So I think they should definitely do a Child's Play part 2 with the Mark Hamill and even have the new Chucky series move along. Oh, and all the Alien movies. That's right. That started in the 70s as well. Like yeah, these franchises could go for a very long time, man. They just didn't have the vision back then. Or back then, I think, well, because Aliens, if Alien really made a shit sequel the first time around, or they did an Alien remake, which they still haven't done, maybe that would have killed the franchise. Like Alien never sort of rebooted. Like that's the one that keeps going. Like Predator, they called it The Predator, and they tried the other one with Predators. Well, I think there's supposed to be quasi sequels, but I don't know. I like that one too, but I think Halloween is the one that figured out like this is how you reboot a whole series. Like I think that if you know if it makes money, if it makes dollars, it makes sense or whatever it is. You know the saying. If they figured out a template for it, they would have like made a whole bunch of movies like with Black Christmas. Hey, video boy, we were wrapping up, and you finally come along, video boy. Nice to have you around. Oh, the cop from Chucky 1 is Jerry from Fright Night. Yep, yep, yep. I definitely knew that. Thanks, Ashley Slashy. Someone schooled me by saying the girl who's answering the phone was actually with the Billy guy in the It TV movie. I was like, whoa. I did not know that. I've seen both those fucking movies like 10 times and I still have not put those pieces together. But I knew that one. And why didn't Chucky kill that detective? It's like he was able to see Chucky. Like four cops saw Chucky and they still went, nope, nope, nope. We don't have enough evidence yet. Hey, what's up? No, oh man, we were wrapping up, but thanks for coming by. There's a lot of slasher movies with the potential for a franchise that never got sequels. My Blade Valentine, The Burning, Madman, and oh yeah, but I think Black Christmas, man, because they sort of killed the killer in that, even though, you could have still like moved forward with it. But Billy was actually totally intact, just in the attic. And he had someone already take the fall for him. So it made more sense. Like if you didn't know any better, it seemed like they wrote Black Christmas to have a sequel. You know how they do that nowadays, but totally they never did. So, and it's not because of fandom or anything. I think they just, like you said, that director also did Porky's and Christmas Story. So he had his own career after that. He didn't want to visit it again. He could have passed off to somebody else, but he didn't, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of slashers that could have got sequels that never did. Happy early horror Christmas. Thanks, Noah. Happy early Christmas to everybody here. Merry Christmas. I was going to use a Santa hat, but the antlers are fine too. My boy Valentine should have gotten a sequel since he got away. Did he get away and play Valentine? Damn, I don't remember. I'm getting schooled left or right. Rivera is schooling me. What's oh, here you go, techno. What's better, My Blade Valentine or Black Christmas? Ooh, oh man, I would say Black Christmas for me, man. I don't know, dude. I just like the acting. I like the plots. I like that. Blade Valentine is more of like it has some cool, innovative kills, and it's more for the gore. It's what you look for in a slasher movie. And I even like the jokes in Black Christmas a little bit better. It had better jokes. So yeah, yeah. Thanks, antlers. Thanks, Noah. It was either between this and a Santa hat, but this is what I had, and yeah, you can't escape the schooling. Well, good, dude. I'm learning. I'm not. I don't know everything, and I'm learning from you, and you're learning from me. Hopefully, and some of these are hypotheticals. Like when you're asking about verses, no, but nobody knows. It's your opinion. But yeah, I'm definitely good at school on who was on movies and what they directed. And I'm learning, man. I didn't know that Porky's thing. I heard that before, but totally like slipped my mind because I was like, why didn't you make a sequel? So I went off like a 5 minute spiel about this guy saying about how he made Porky's and stuff, but totally forgot that. I was like, if you make a hit, you try to follow up with a hit. That's what you do. That's how you do YouTube. That's how you do everything. But then he went, "Hey man, that guy also made a Christmas Story and Porky." So he actually like made like three good different genre films. Like, oh well, fuck me. I guess I'm wrong. Fucking internet. Everyone can. We all learned something tonight. Thank you. We learned from each other. Thanks. Did you ever see Babadook? It's my favorite horror movie. Oh yeah, Babadook is cool. That kid was shitty. And I'm having a kid pretty soon, so I go like, oh, I hope nothing like that bad happens. So yeah, Babadook was pretty cool. It's one, you know what? And I would say It Follows should have a sequel because I was constantly like, I wanted to see what happens in the It Follows universe. That dude from Hatchet versus Jason. Oh man. I don't know. That's a tough one. I would say Jason. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up this holiday special. I mean, we've been going at it for about 2 hours. I'm thankful that everyone dropped in eventually. At first, it started off pretty slow. We watched this whole Black Christmas movie and answered some questions, and we all learned from each other. And that was the point, to get along in the Merry Christmas nature of Halloween movies. Watched a little bit of Black Christmas. I even like once I was done, I just like put it back just so I kept on track and could mention Black Christmas more. But yeah, it was real fun. And thanks everybody. I'm gonna have a Black Christmas kill count come out soon and some more videos. And thanks for watching and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Techno. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everybody and look out for more videos. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right. Thank you. All right. Take it easy, everybody.